Hi, welcome back. Well, at the beginning of the show, I was just saying to you that we've had a lot of healers on this show, and we always talk to them about what they do, and it's obviously you have to take them on face value. So now I'm going to talk to Tim Briffa about healing, and he's somebody who's actually experienced some kind of healing, right?
That's right, yeah.
So, first of all, let's get a picture. You were ill, you were feeling really ill. What was wrong? I mean, don't go into the gory details, obviously.
Well,
you know.
I didn't really know for sure. I just felt like I was getting worse by the day.
What sort of symptoms, though? You just woke up one day?
It's sort of nerves and things. It just like muscular aches. It just got worse and worse. Headaches, sleepiness, exhaustion.
Just feeling lousy?
Yeah, but it just seemed to get worse and worse until after a little bit, even walking was just beginning to sort of like get more and more difficult.
So it's quite scary?
Yeah.
So you went to a normal doctor, and what was his sort of attitude towards the way you felt?
Well, he was very nice about it, but it was sort of like, well, hang on in there and just sort of you'll get better in time. Yeah, it's nothing serious. He wasn't certain what it was, but he said it's probably something like ME.
Which is like a yuppie flu thing,
right.
Which can be. It actually sounds humorous, you know, because you read about it, but it's actually not that pleasant at all.
No, it's not.
You
really.
didn't think it was that, right?
I didn't think so, no, because I'd read quite a bit about illnesses and stuff to try and find out what I had, and it just didn't seem to fit into that at all. I mean, you know, you sort of know, really. You read it.
You feel.
Yeah.
So you went off to see. How did you hear about healing? What introduced you to that?
Well, I'd been doing yoga before, and my yoga teacher recommended I saw a medium about it because she knew I was pretty alarmed. She was fairly alarmed about it as well. She thought it wasn't something like ME, and she said, "Well, look, we see this medium. If you're interested, if you sort of believe in it, check her out."
Did you believe in it before you went?
I'd never really thought about it a great deal, but you know, I thought, what the hell? So I went along, and you know, I was convinced by the time I'd sort of finished.
So what sort of things did she do? The medium?
She's a trance medium, so she goes into trance.
So she channeled information.
Yeah, but it's from one spirit, as it were, who comes through, and she goes into trance, and the voice comes out.
She talks like in a voice, like almost like throwing a voice.
Yeah. And but it's not scary. It's not like sort of.
It wasn't like theatre. It wasn't like Exorcist or anything like that.
No, nothing like that. And you can ask questions. So it's like I just asked all sorts of questions about what I had or how I was going to get better and this sort of thing. And I was told various things. And she
I'm going to be asking you some more questions in a minute. This is
Right.
Haircut 100 for now. Well, we're discussing healing, and don't know why we showed Haircut 100 at all. Tim, when you went to see this like trance channeler, did you not start laughing?
Well, no, not really. I was pretty alarmed at the time I went, so I wanted to sort of find out about it. And after a while, you sort of, you know, you get a gut feeling that it's real.
You can tell whether the person's actually genuine or...
Yeah, I mean, plus there were things I was told that there was no
them.
way she knew or could have known as far as I could see.
And,
so,
she directed you after that to go and see a healer?
Yeah, it was actually the spirit that spoke. Actually suggested that I did as part of the process of getting better. So I went to see this healer, and that was kind of remarkable, really. I just felt like I started to recover, and to me, it was directly related to healing.
Do you think that, do you not agree with that, you know, like, for instance, people say if you believe in it, that's half of it, you know what I mean? Or did you actually feel something really...
I mean, that's true. I mean, it seems ironic that a lot of what modern medicine says, they seem to, on the one hand, deny that the mind can get you better. But then if you ask them to explain alternative medicine, they'll say it's all in the mind. So, you know, it seems to be a bit of a sort of a paradox.
So if you got ill again, now this is hypothetical, would you actually bypass the normal convention of doctor and go straight to healing, or would you use a combination of the two?
I'd say a combination of the two. I mean, modern medicine's got a lot to offer, but then so is alternative medicine. So and between the two, you know, you find what you feel drawn to and what seems to work, and then, you know, I'd do that depending on, you know, no matter what happened, I'd check them both out and see.
What do you say to people that say, well, it's a load of old gobbledygook, you know, and it's... You know, again, it's all...
Well, I've heard that a few times.
You have to be a spook, you know. I mean, how do your friends react to it?
Well, most of them are quite sympathetic, but then that's because they're friends, you know, in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's gobbledygook. There's nothing really you can really convince someone, really. It's only... Everyone believes everything until they see something that changes what they believe.
So it's really about direct experience?
Yeah, I mean, until something happens to them, they're not going to believe it, and there's nothing I can do except tell them what happened to me and see if maybe that has an effect, you know. It's a shame that people think that. It's a shame that people close their minds to things totally. I mean, sure, you don't have to believe anything, but accept that it's possible.
Yeah.
You know?
And has it changed your life, do you think, since?
Oh, yeah, very much. It's opened out a lot of sort of areas, got got a lot more interested in medicine and interested in doing healing myself.
Okay, well,
And
good.
I
Listen,
started doing that.
thanks for coming on the show. You're in a band called the Atomic Vicars.
That's right.
And you'll be playing around December, so if you want to catch Tim, the music is good, I've heard it, look out for them. Right now, here's some Dollar. I don't know if this is good.